Wow, incredible. Just watched DC's Legends of Tomorrow Marooned. I actually thought this episode was better than 2046. My God, what a ride this was. What was going on between all the characters, the self-doubt and the loving of each other and going into the past. We'll start with Rip Hunter. We've got a big sort of look into his life here, about where he started out, how he became a Time Master and stuff, which was pretty interesting, getting a bit of an origin backstory. Basically, they're in the time vortex to get a transmission and they go rescue a ship, and it ends up being a woman he fell in love with years ago, who was now another captain of the time. She resigned to become a Time Master, but obviously she must have got back in. So the rescue, but it's held by time pirates, like the concept of the time pirates. They're split up in separate teams, and then we're going to individual situations. It's like nothing we haven't seen TV series before, like, you know, like in, say, Stargate, where they're trapped in space and there's just two on their own, or there's some situation going. You get into a bit of an emotional side, but you get to know the characters a bit more. You know, Rip Hunter is becoming a pretty cool character, actually. I'm starting to like him now. He can definitely handle himself. When him and Captain Valor have a fight, it's pretty cool. But obviously the main moment, I'll get to that. You know what I'm on about, the Captain Cold business. I'll get into that in a minute. Sarah were great. I love between her and Snap. You know, when they were trapped in the engine room and it were getting cold. Ray Palmer and Kendra, he went out and did the hero thing because he's that type of dude. And she, you know, she started kissing him, you know, because I think she was so touched by what he did. You know, when he's like, because he was prepared to sacrifice himself. But Firebug betrayed everybody. I do like him and Snap. He just fucks them over because he'd had enough. He was going to, you know, they said, you know, there were a bit of a thing in the brig between him and Rip Hunter. And he said, you know, basically, you're just stupid. You know what I mean? Just a monster. And he says, well, you know, I might be, but the one thing I'm good at is a pirate parlays, you know. So he betrays them all. And then they start a whole plan of getting the ship back and getting the information they need. And they do it, you know. And it ends up where Sarah attacks Firebug, a bit of a fight. I thought she'd have took him, actually. I was surprised at that. And Snap comes in, saves her, blows me away with ice gun, cold gun, and that's it. And we jump into other part of the story. This is a great episode. It was true character driven. I really like that about this episode. I've got to admit that I love, as much as I love Flash and Arrow, I do prefer this. It's got that sort of touch to it, hasn't it? And you know, everything's just gelling wonderfully. So we get on to Snart and what they're going to do with Firebug, and it's like they're all, well, they can't send him back to 2016 because he's got a sister there. He'll kill her, he'll kill Ray Palmer, he'll kill all the family members because he's a sight. The guy is a monster, you know what I mean? That's why I love 2046. And he says, I'll deal with it. And Martin Stein says, what, murder? He says, no, I'll deal with it. He said, this is something I've got to do. Do you know what I mean? You get into Snart's life as well, about him being in juvie and stuff. You know, about where he stuck up for him when he was a kid, and that when he was that little weak kid. And something interesting's going on with Snart. I don't know, like I said in the last video, he has this weird sense of honour. I know they did it in DC, you know, after the Evil Live stories, Forever Evil, and the graphic novel where him and Luthor joined the Justice League. I never really followed it on beyond that. I'm going to have to look into that. And you know, it all sort of like, it just finishes there. It's such a powerful episode. It took him, they went somewhere in time and they were in a forest, and he just walks out and he says, well, you know, this is it, you know, is he going to kill him or what? He said, and his mate stands up and says, well, you know, only one of us is going to leave her alive, and ice gun just goes off. there you go, it finishes there. Do you know what I mean? I mean, that's where it just finishes. So, I mean, obviously, roll on the next episode. Altogether, 5 out of 5, definitely on a Martin rating. Enjoyable, well written. The storyline's just getting more amazing. I think, I was surprised actually, I didn't know Kendra would go for Ray Palmer, but obviously, some at starting, I thought her and Firestone, but obviously Ray Palmer. That's going to be interesting to develop, because I've got a feeling that's not going to go the way we think it is, because I've got a feeling Altman's going to turn up again, but in another timeline. You know, where he exists again, so that's going to be interesting. You know, see where Paul Ray always seems to get dumped, don't he? Sarah and Snap, still my money's on something going on there. I thought Erd and Rip Hunter, you know, they had that sort of a couple of episodes back. Yeah, I don't think there's really much more to say about it. I mean, where's it going? I mean, obviously, episode 7, we're going, I think, is it 13 episodes or 15? So we'll be at, well, I'd say we'll be on halfway point now, or just at the halfway point. And, you know, so they're going to 1958 next. So what's going to happen there? I mean, it's timelines, you know what I mean? Anything's possible. Obviously, we're going to make more characters. And what I liked about this was, I love the Star Trek stuff, because I'm a big Trekkie. You know, when she was comparing him, he think he was coming out with, you know, Captain's Log and all that, and she said, well, you're not a Kirk, he's a Picard, you know what I mean? But he said he's sexless, but Vass liked him, and he dropped the line, she said, oh, well, I thought Picard were quite hot, you know what I mean? Yeah, which were pretty cool. I like the mention of Imperiax as well, because I've read the graphic novel, The Imperiax Attacks Earth. Little hints there. Kanjaro, top, well, no, I wouldn't say a top villain, but a Green Lantern villain. Bit of a space pirate there, so that was interesting. I mean, there's these beautiful little hints in there into the whole DC universe, where, you know, where it's going. I like the thing of the space pirates, like I said. Brilliant. You know, and the ship's capable of space interstellar travel. I mean, you know, there's obviously a lot more going on. Do you know what I mean? So I wonder if, like, the Crisis thing's going to get mentioned at some point. You know, which should be interesting. Because, I mean, really, you could connect the Flash so easily into this with the breaches to the other Earths and the other stuff. I mean, it's limitless, isn't it? What I'd like to see Supergirl in this, that'd be interesting, you know, turn up for an episode, but I can't see that happening. I've heard Constantine in 2nd season. So, anyway, that's me going on. I've got to get a shower and get cleaned up. I've got things to do. So I'll see you on the next video. Please share and subscribe, guys. Honestly, I do recommend you watch this episode. For me, it's been the best one yet. Did Snart kill him? I mean, that's the question. I don't think he did. I think he let him go. I think they dropped him off like 900 years in past or something, and it's just, they're going to fuck him off and leave him there. It'll be a time of barbarians or whatever. A lot of time of his life. Right, dudes, I'm off. Have a great day. Speak soon.